you just brought something up. We're talking about Dallas and Seattle, but we've also got some picks. And Sean, I know that you have a way for people to talk to you about getting your picks for this week. But before we do that, keep that thought for just a second, because we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the pick'ems for this week, who you see, who you don't see, and how people can get to you to talk about the pick'ems and all that. And then Clint's going to be making notes. But
I am.
Do you realize that just real quick as we go to break, Dave?
Sure.
That Alabama's a 5-point favorite.
Really?
Over LSU?
No way.
Yeah.
Where's the game at?
It's in Tuscaloosa, but that's usually 2.5 to 3 points.
Right.
You know what it tells me? The Nick Saban over Les Miles factor, that they're counting on Les to screw it up. And I'm dead serious.
There's that clock management thing.
Like I said, counting on Les to screw it up. But I'll tell you what.
I remember a couple of timeouts that got messed up.
I bet the farm they're not losing by 5 points. There ain't no way LSU's
I think they'll win outright.
I think they're going to win, too.
There you go. LSU's going to win that. And that you got from Sean Salisbury.
If Les Miles didn't screw it up.
Which he may try at some point. He will try in this game.
When we come back from Brackets, presented by Tito's Vodka, we're going to have the pick'ems for you right after this, live from Brackets. And we are with Clint Dolezel and Sean Salisbury, but they're having this great conversation over here. I wasn't going to interrupt them. I wasn't going to interrupt you guys. I could have carried this all by myself. I could have done the pick'ems.
Do.
I could do those pick'ems real well. You guys were talking about who's the best.
We're talking about
best coaches,
best
right?
head coaches I had.
Or the best head coach you had, or the best who taught you the most at the position. The irony of it for me, one of the great mechanic coaches I ever had
was where?
Norv Turner at SC.
There you go.
4 years, and and Norv was great with it. Aikman will tell you it's the best coach he's ever had on the planet. But from head coordinator to head coach, some things have changed, and he's had some success. But I think Norv would have expected that he'd win more championships by now as a head coach, and he hadn't won any.
We're talking about pick'em, teams that are going to be playing this weekend in the National Football League. We got 3 that I want to throw out at you, and if they want to get more off of from Sean, where can they go to get this?
Well, you can go a couple. You go Sean Unfiltered.tv.
A couple of games real quick. Let's talk about Green Bay, San Diego. Now, it's Green Bay and give up the 5.5.
Where are they playing?
They're playing in Green Bay, or they're playing San Diego?
San Diego.
They're playing San Diego.
Coming off a loss in San Diego. Embarrassing loss from being on the road. Packers bye week last week. They'll be ready to go. And I love the Packers, but I don't think.
And I think the weather's good this week.
I don't think the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers get beat by. I think this is probably a 3 or 4 point game. It just. I look at the emotions of it. I don't think San Diego gets their ass kicked at home. I just don't. If they'd have won last week, I'd be more apt to pick the Packers. But 2 weeks to prepare for San Diego, you're going to have to hit Aaron Rodgers. If not, they'll run him out of the gym. But my gut tells me if I was picking and putting my own money on it, if they're 5.5 points.
It's 5.5. Green Bay minus 5.5.
I would probably take the Chargers in that one.
See, I'd be just opposite.
Really?
Yeah, I would take Green Bay.
At some point, Green Bay's doesn't. I mean, I think they have a chance to go undefeated this year.
Yeah, they do.
But at some point, don't they have to have an off game? Maybe not. Clint might be right, but my buck, I'll put it on there.
Everything was supposed to be how good the Chargers defense are. They look just average to me.
I agree.
You send the average
against a
defense,
Kansas City Chief team.
Yeah, you send the average defense against Green Bay Packers with what they throw at you. Man, you better be able to score with them, and they hadn't been able to do that. Normally they can score with you. But not this year. I don't know what's going on with them, and I wish they'd hurry and figure it out.
I think the Packers are clearly the best team in the National Football League. I would just think emotionally that the Chargers would step up their game. If it was at home in Green Bay, I'd pick the Packers by 9 or 10.
See, he's a smarter man than me because I don't put all that factor into it as far as he just came off.
See, my factor is Green Bay had
what you should do, though.
Green Bay had the week off.
Yeah,
sometimes that can be good, sometimes that can be bad. They were on a hell of a run, so sometimes you don't want that disrupted.
Well, and we saw what Philadelphia did with an off week. Hello.
Yeah, but Mike McCarthy's not 13-0 coming out of bye weeks either.
No,
so
that's true.
Hey, I won't be shocked if we come back and the Chargers lost 38-13. It won't shock me.
Okay.
But I still would take the Chargers. I play to the emotion.
And you're taking Green Bay.
Yeah,
I'll take the Chargers.
I'm taking Green Bay on this one.
Good. I hope I'm wrong.
Buffalo and the Jets. This is an interesting one because this is a 1.5. When was the last time you saw a line say 1.5? Or is it 1?
Bills are favored on the road?
It's 1. It's 1.
Bills are favored?
Bills are favored at Buffalo by 1.
I'll take the Jets. I think the Jets are going to start getting into a rhythm. I do. And when all said and done in the AFC and the Patriots are hanging, don't be surprised if the Jets, they're going to get into a rhythm. And their defense is good. They'll play man coverage the whole game. Rex will blitz. I love the way Buffalo's played, but cold weather's not going to matter. I'm taking the Jets. Jets are going to win
they
this
both play outdoors. It doesn't matter.
Jets win this straight up.
What do you think?
I'm just, even though they've done what they've done, I'm still not a believer in Buffalo. I just can't jump on their bandwagon.
It's hard to buy into it. We're almost halfway through the season.
I don't know why that is. I mean, they beat some good teams, and I just can't buy into it.
They're in first place, man, which is amazing. First place.
I know, and they
which
beat
is the reason
New
why
England.
I'm taking the Harvard grad, and I'm going to take Buffalo.
So I think the Jets win. This could actually be a double-digit victory for the Jets if they play right. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. But
I think they got some momentum the last time they played.
But when was the last time you saw a line say 1 point without it saying just pick 'em?
To me, it might as well be pick 'em.
That's it.
I have no idea.
That's a pick 'em.
So they're telling us the Jets are going to win 29-27, or the Bills are going to win 29-28. Yeah. No, but 29-27 if you want to cover it.
All right. And the one that's kind of here locally that a lot of people have some eyes on, you've already talked about it, Dallas versus Seattle. The line right now is 12.5. Both these guys are shy.
At 12.5, I'd take Seattle. I mean, Seattle's got a good enough defense to keep them around. And with the injuries they have on defense, if they can get some kind of running game, meaning Seattle gets some kind of running game going, they can drag this down to the end.
As long as the Cowboys don't give Seattle the short field, like do something stupid in their own side of the field, because Seattle's offense is not that good.
No, it's not.
Sidney Rice has semi-disappeared. I know Pete Carroll, I was on a radio show in Seattle this week, wants to start Tavares Jackson. He's been banged up. I think he's an average. Minnesota couldn't keep him around as their third quarter. He's an average player. But in a game like this, that point spread is so big. Now the Cowboys, again, coming off an embarrassment. They'll be ready to play. It'll be at home. But a few 3-and-outs and they start to get booed, you never know what will happen. But I would have tendency, anytime this is not college, anytime you start to creep towards a 2-touchdown favorite, unless you're playing the Colts right now without Peyton Manning.
Really?
I have a hard time. I take the dog in that. I think Seattle gets close to covering that.
I agree with you. I even said that. I thought out of the teams that without a win, I thought the Saints or the Rams were the worst team out of the bunch.
Right.
But
the Saints pee down their leg.
Yeah, they go out and beat one of the best teams in the NFL. Right. So, I mean, you don't know.
You don't. The NFL coming up. This is brought to you by Tito's Vodka, voted world's best vodka tonic. Winner of double gold medal, beating 71 vodkas from around the world, made in the Republic of Texas. More for you from Brackets right after this.